Still going. Another day has gotten here. I posted a video yesterday and I said tomorrow will get here. And here's the tomorrow that got here. Tomorrow will get here. I may not be here to see it, and you may not be here to see it, but I promise it'll get here no matter what. I failed at a lot of things in life. I failed to take care of my teeth. I didn't do a good job at all. I let them deteriorate, and then I had to have them pulled out of my face. But it was interesting because this girl that I know, Muffy, told me that I probably added years to my life because of taking the rotten teeth out of my face. And that's something that I would tell anybody. If you're, if you have teeth in your face that are chipped or, just unrepairable, I mean, to the sense where you can't put a crown on it or anything, just yank them. Don't let your health deteriorate. I think that, I went over to Save-A-Lot today to get a little bit of food and some coffee creamer. I love that French vanilla from McDaniel's. McDaniel's French vanilla coffee creamer is, whew, and it's got some good qualities about it. Pretty cheap too, $2.49. It was $2.99. Now it's $2.49. So they dropped it down by 50 cents. Well, anyway, I walked over there, and I walked over there, and by the time I got over there, my leg felt like it was ready to explode. So I had to find a place within the store to sit down and prop my leg up. And I did it. I propped my leg up, and a couple people came by. One woman stopped by and said, "Nobody can help you?" And I said, "Well, I'm not out here asking anybody for help. I'm sure that if I asked somebody or asked a few people for help, they would probably help me. But, this is just earth. This isn't heaven, and this isn't hell. If it was hell, I would be standing all the time. If it were heaven, I wouldn't be in pain. This is more like a purgatory," I told her, and, we all have what we have. We all live the punishment that we do based on the choices that we made, that we were free to make. We're all free to make choices and make mistakes. And some people don't learn from their mistakes, or some people it takes forever. Some people eventually learn from their mistakes and regret their mistakes, but they can't go back in the past. I forgive. I forgive myself for all the mistakes I ever made. I forgive myself for all the people I ever hurt. I forgive the people who are unable to forgive me for the things that I ever did to them. I take them off the hook. When they go before the Creator and are judged, they won't be judged for what they were unable to forgive me for, because I did it for them already. So I take the power out of their hands, and I take the power out of my hands by the mere act of forgiveness. Very powerful tool, forgiveness. If you can't forgive somebody for walking away from your business, if you can't forgive, if every time you look at that person and say, "Oh, you did this," or "You ate that meatball way back in 2009, and I'll never forgive you for it," well, then, you'll go on living your life the way you will, and maybe you'll continue to be successful, but it'll still all lead to standing in front of your Creator and being judged. Everybody, nobody is safe from judgment. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets judged. And you'll face your judge too, believe it or not. We're all of us are guilty of doing things we'll regret. And people continue to go on, and if you die, your soul will leave your body, your spirit will leave your body and go into another body, or go to the spirit world, where you'll face your judgment. And if your judgment is that you've not earned the right, or not earned the chance to be in the spirit world, you'll be sent back to earth, or you'll go to hell, or you'll be put into a purgatory. That's just what I believe. I mean, I'm entitled to my own opinion, right? I mean, this being an American citizen, we're all free to our opinions, as long as our opinions aren't hurting ourselves or hurting other people. I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to give up. I mean, I get into situations sometimes where I get so low and feeling so bad that, but everybody thinks it, but anybody who ever goes on record saying that they never thought about harming themselves are lying, because nobody is safe and free, no matter how happy they think they may be. You just gotta keep on going, never give up, don't quit. I have incentive to not, because I have a few, I guess what you call patrons, who help me out. I mean, they give, if I ask them for like a 10 or 20 or 50 or whatever, they'll give it freely without even asking for it back. That empathy is, if all people of this earth had that quality of just, like if you were a billionaire and you just gave freely, like took 20% of all your net value and just funneled it into programs that go to help for job training or go to help for medical expenses, there would be no debt. There'd be no need for taxes. Taxes are BS, in my opinion. We came to this country to escape taxes, and we've had them imposed on us all this time, and I think the IRS should be abolished, gotten rid of, sent on down the road. But that's me, I'm lucky I found the job at Jordan's. I was working for a short time for the Cleveland Orchestra. I was calling people and trying to sell subscriptions to their upcoming orchestra season, which was fraught with a lot of no's, hang-ups, and there was maybe 1 out of every 20 calls with somebody who was interested. And the thing that really irked me about that job was that when I responded to the ad, it didn't say anything about selling. That's what really irks. That's what really gets under my skin about working for that job was, I liked it. I liked the people. I really liked the office manager. The office manager, Scott, was a big Game of Thrones type of guy, but there was a lot of pressure, and it was a selling pressure, which is unnecessary, because for crying out loud, it's the Cleveland Clinic. What do you need to do? You just call people up. What my job should have consisted of was just calling people up and thanking them for attending shows in the past, and just reminding them that we have a season coming up, and that should be the end of it, and that people want to give some of their money, then that's fine. But I mean, that would have been I really like that job. I really wish I could have that job back because it was just kind of a pretty cool job. But what can you do, you know? You live and learn, you keep going. I got this job over here at Jordan's, helping them out the best I can because I have this leg problem. I mean, well, getting back to my, I went over to Save-A-Lot, and I was sitting there, and somebody approached me and started telling me about cortisone shots. And I never even thought about it like that, a cortisone shot. You know, take a shot of cortisone, and it'll make your leg feel better. So when I go see this doctor over at the University Hospital Parma Wound Center on Tuesday, I'm going to bring up the cortisone shot thing. And I'm going to see if that's going to do it. I hope so, because, I mean, I need to be able to function. You know, I'm a good worker. I'm a good hard worker. I put a lot of sweat into the work that I do when I do the work. Like at Jordan's, for instance, I really like the place, and I now have the ability to wash the dishes quickly. I can get it done fast. You know, I can get it done fast, and I can get them done clean. I just do a really good job. We had, like at Nunzio's back in the day, we had this dishwasher kid by the name of Eddie who was called the Dish Pimp. And he was fast. I mean, sometimes I'd hear people say something to the effect of, oh, he'd leave a little bit of food residue behind here and there, but he was a fast dishwasher nonetheless. I mean, you know, you couldn't get it past him. You know, he would get it done quick, and I was always inspired by the Dish Pimp and his ability to do the dishes. And now, when I'm over here at Jordan's, I learned how to do the dishes fast, but the problem is that I have this frickin' leg thing that's stopping me from being able to function properly. And I mean, the owner himself over there at Jordan's told me he wants me to, you know, he wants me to keep on going and keep on being a part of his thing, but I mean, you know, if this leg thing don't heal up, and it never seems to. First I went to Metro Hospital way back. Metro Hospital must have been way back in 2000. And they diagnosed me with something. And then I went to Cleveland Clinic in and around maybe 2002, 2003, and they diagnosed me with something. No, it was 2002 when I went to Cleveland Clinic, and they told me what I had some kind of leg blood clot kind of situation, and you know, I had to be careful because it could easily kill me or whatever could happen. And then I remember I went kind of like hog wild crazy and got caught up in stupid nonsense and wound up walking the freeways for about 6 months, cleaning up trash off the freeways instead of going to jail. I had a really good lawyer at the time by the name of Mark Gardner who wound up being able to be successful in keeping me out of going to jail, but at the same time I had to walk the freeway for a long time. Boy, it never ends. If not for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. I don't know. I'm just rambling on and recording at the same time. Just trying to find my way. Hoping that this YouTube uploading videos nonsense is kind of a teaching moment for myself. I uploaded a video yesterday and it got a lot more views than I even thought I would ever get. I mean, I thought I was pretty much all alone, and is dying out here. I gotta plug the phone in because the battery's dying out. Well, video 2. And it's another day. The clock struck past midnight. And I'm glad to be alive. Blessed to be alive. So is everybody else who is.